1995 in Las Vegas, and Archie Carras has achieved the gambler's ultimate dream. In an astonishing winning streak, he has turned $50 into a $40 million bankroll while playing dice, baccarat and poker. This incredible rush has now become part of Las Vegas legend and is known simply as The Run. It all began in December 1992. Carras had just lost almost all of his net worth in a poker game in LA. With only $50 left in his pocket, he decides to head over to Las Vegas. The first casino he entered was Binion's Horseshoe. Recognizing a friend there, he negotiated a $10,000 loan to help him get into a $200-400 Raz game. With Raz being one of his strongest games, Carras managed to spin his loan up to $30,000 and repaid his friend in the space of 3 hours. During the following days, he challenged the players of the city to games of pool and poker, with the stakes beginning to escalate. Next, the fearless Carras decided to challenge the best poker players in the world heads up. Running red hot and with his bankroll and confidence sky high, he sat down against WSOP main event two-time champion Stu Unger. He followed this with matches against the great Chip Reeves and managed to emerge $1.2 million in profit for the day. In the months that followed, he also took on Johnny Chan and Doyle Brunson and incredibly kept defying the odds to turn a profit at stakes as high as $10,000, $20,000. It is said that Chip Reeves lost over $2 million in one night to him, and Johnny Chan lost a $1 million freeze-out heads-up match against him too. Then came the night when Carras showed up with $4 million, wanting to play stakes of $20,000, $40,000. Although Chip Reeves knew he had a skill edge over Carras, he turned down the offer. Either Reeves was beginning to believe Carras was truly on a bulletproof run of luck, or he simply couldn't find the money or the backers to play, but it marked a change in the direction in Carras's run. Having grown his bankroll to $17 million, Archie Carras now decided to take down Binion's Horseshoe Casino. This casino already offered the biggest games in town at $20,000 per bet, but this was pocket change for Carras. He would arrive at the casino with $5 million in the backseat of the car with him, looking to play all day long. His invincible run somehow continued, but he was frustrated at the betting limits imposed and continually tried to talk Jack Binion into allowing higher bets. Not wanting to anger such a fantastic customer, he obliged, and Carras's betting limits rose to $80,000, then $100,000. Somehow, against all the odds, Carras kept winning. It would have been disastrous for Binion's if he went and spent all his millions at another casino, and so they kept giving in to his demands for increased bet sizes, until they reached $300,000 per bet. The casino must have feared being catastrophically bankrupted by this man who simply couldn't stop winning. His bankroll soared to the incredible sum of $40 million. Carras owned every $5,000 chip in the casino, which led to them minting new 25,000 chips especially for him. But finally, the inevitability of mathematics began to wake from its slumber and came looking for the man who had defied it for so long. He had come close to bankrupting Binion's through the sickest run lasting 3 years, but in a 3-month period the long-awaited downswing hit, and hit hard. He lost $11 million in one day and bled out a full $30 million onto the casino floor over those few months. He decided to take a break and headed back to his home in Greece. But, degenerate gambler that Carras was, he couldn't stay away from the action. He was soon back shooting dice and playing baccarat for $300,000 per bet, and quickly burned through his last $10 million. Archie Carras continued to gamble with limited success over the years that followed, and had the odd small good run that most gamblers have, but eventually he attempted to switch the odds by marking cards at blackjack. He was banned from all casinos in Nevada and never set foot in them again.